I don't care.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me
Get AIDS!
Ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts
Everybody, get AIDS!
My balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
That guy doesn't have a fucking marker.
Me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let
We'll call you bitch.
all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Earth, this is Badass ladies and gentlemen, the very biased Tommy C. Since when was I fucking Dan Rather? Get AIDS! You know, Tommy, you're very fucking biased, and I don't appreciate you putting misinformation. I'm going to do a segment at the end of this. Make sure I do this, even before the movie that my shit was in, all right? You make sure I do this, Vault, 100%. We're doing a new segment. It's called I Used to Be a Fan. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you. You know how many people used to be fans? A lot. You know how many more told me used to be fans were never fans to begin with? A lot more. How about that? How about that? Oh, God. I want to vomit.
So opinions are misinformation these days. Okay.
Yeah, all right. I only read the fucking her statement word for word. And that's all I did. That's all I did. I read her statement word for fucking word. That's misinformation. No. You don't like my take. That's fine.
You're just mad because your favorite girl on the internet is not what you think she is.
Yes. And she's banging Fitz. She's not banging you. She's Fitz. Here we go. In fact, let's get right into it. Right now, I'm so sick of these pokey lame people. Some jackass who has nothing to fucking do but talk about drama all day comes up with a conspiracy theory that Steve, you know, the guy that Fed told, hey, me and Pokey got a thing going. Steve was actually Fitz. You know who Fitz is? You probably do. He's a huge YouTuber. He's the guy that fucked Kate Reno behind Carson's back. Guess what he writes? Ding, ding, ding! We've got a winner! We've got a winner right here!
Tommy, you know how you said everyone getting AIDS? I think he might be doing it. I think Fitz might be doing it.
Yeah, he's on his fucking way. He's on his way.
You gotta give Fitz credit. He's making his way around the YouTube board.
You got it.
He's doing his thing, bro.
I wouldn't bring my fucking girlfriend fucking 3 towns to near that guy.
No. I never said that.
Is there a
I'm
female
just
streamer
saying.
this man has not fucked?
That's my point. That's my point. If there's any
he's fucking more girls than the Twitch mods.
Probably already done it.
Him and Destiny keep score. Fucking having Deadpool, for Christ's sake, those guys. Hey, I'm also here with Nick DiOrio and Line Ad. Got a lot of stuff to cover. For those morons out there who I made abundantly clear in that fucking video that we're only covered in one aspect because that's all I had time for, and I made it sure that I wasn't cherry fucking picking, and I made that fucking hide me from your wife. We really want to fuck a 40-year. If I could get some money, I don't know. What's that? Indecent proposal? We could maybe work something out, Fitz. Maybe we could work something out. You got some dough. I don't know. We get a nicer place. Whatever. All right. Yeah, I'm getting old. You want to fuck? Can you imagine what it's like? I mean, there's no sex tape of me and my wife leaking. I tell you that. I bet you have.
He didn't say it didn't exist. He said it's not leaking.
It's not. I actually took just to sidetrack this for. I actually took George Carlin's advice on that. I've never filmed myself having sex. And it's because it turned, like, I was listening to Carlin one time. He says, you ever see people that do this? It looks like ugly people fucking. Porn stars fuck professionally. You think you look like them. You don't. You don't fuck like them. You don't know anything about it. So I'm going to do it. It'll look like a porn. No, it don't. Even that shit that says homemade ain't homemade.
No, I got a great example of that. There was this like cosplay chick I used to follow way back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. And she kind of had the whole Belle Delphine thing going on where everybody wanted her to do porn, right?
Nice.
She finally does porn, and it is the most boring shit you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Ever seen? She's just sitting there like this. Like she always does. Boring the shit out of every man. Oh, shit, I'm myself. Boring.
Isn't that what happened?
But that makes all the other guys happy. Jesus Christ.
I never seen the Zoe Berger shit. I wouldn't know.
No,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just really lame.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Look, you know, people fuck professionally. What makes you think you're as good as them? It's like me thinking, oh, fuck it, I sunk a 3. I'm Michael Jordan.
Yep. Yep.
Jesus Christ. It's called the starfish, Tommy. Oh, I never thought of it that way. That makes it so romantic. I'm going to tell my wife about that tonight. You fucking freak. You freak. All right, here we go. Here's the BS. I don't even know where to begin. Let's go over the stuff that, somebody else writes my truth. Writes my truth. Get AIDS. Get AIDS. Everyone who has ever written, excuse me, sorry, my jersey came back for a second. Whoever is written in anywhere, my truth, should be infected with the AIDS virus forcibly. I am so sick of my truth. Here's my truth. I hope you get AIDS. I wish you get AIDS. Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Yes.
There's a huge difference between my truth and the truth.
Here's the truth. You need to get AIDS. Shorten that lifespan.
Tommy, we got to stop the show for a second.
Why?
You always talk about how, like, at some point, drama is going to outgrow you and you're going to fade into obscurity.
Yeah.
And I think we just reached it, today.
Why is that?
Because everything involving drama in the end of 2020 is involving reading.
Yes, probably.
Reading and writing. These are all gigantic documents. And you being completely illiterate basically just eliminated you from the competition.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. That's why I want everybody to get
There's
AIDS.
literally nowhere to go.
All right. There's something to point out about Yvonne. All right. I just want to... all you have to do is discredit Yvonne with 2 paragraphs. All right? And I'm going to saying something. What this guy did was kind of creepy. If you never heard from Yvonne's My Truth fucking TwitLonger post, and of course, this is back in June 2020, I want to start off by saying Fed was the first friend I felt like I made. Everybody is just such good friends with this fucking rapist. Do you ever notice that?
Yep.
Jim the Grapple, but Tommy, my truth is at the top of your commentary. Fed was first guy I felt like I made a friend and probably led on too. He was very welcoming, and I spent most of my time with him out with everyone. We got along really, really well. You should have dated him then. What's the fucking point? And quickly became really, really good friends. Really, really good friends. Remember that?
Really good
Remember
friends.
that line ad? Remember that line ad? Really good friends.
Is that what we're calling anal these days? Really good friends?
Yeah, right. Everybody's really good friends. I still got to beg for that. Shop for the point, bitch. Thank you, Smoke. I appreciate it. We would go on really late at food runs. We watched movies together in my room since I had a TV. When he can't afford a TV, he's got a blue check mark. He fell asleep frequently there, and it became a pretty normal thing. He always stayed on our sides of the bed, and nothing happened until it did. All right.
That's all it did. That's it.
All right. Yeah. It kind of is it, and especially if you read this. I was lying in my bed with the lights off. The door opened, and Fed came in drunk from going out. Now, at this point, that sounds awful. Until you go to the other paragraph and said he frequently fucking fell asleep in there.
Yes.
So she doesn't say he wasn't invited. She doesn't say that that it was only after she invited him in. He frequently fell. So this shouldn't have been normal.
No, as far as he's concerned, he has permission to go in and out of her bed.
Who knew? Who knew? I guess. Yeah. Until, he crawled into my bed and laid there for a bit. Then he grabbed my hand and held it. That bastard. I didn't move. I didn't move. I didn't move because I was shocked. Then it brushed against my cheek, and he kissed it after. Definitely looking for some poon. I was in a state of shock, trying to process what had happened because the guy is supposed to be my friend. I was in
a state of shock because he kissed my hand.
I invite him in every night. I cuddle with him every night. Watching, we're going out late night food stuff. He finally makes a move when he has enough guts and booze in him. All right, totally other. All right, this is when it does get a little bit creepy. I'll give him this. I was in a state of shock, trying to process what had happened because the guy's supposed to be my friend. He also knew that I had a boyfriend at the time. Next, he stuck his hand inside my sleeve, definitely creepy, and touched my side next to my chest. So I'm thinking armpit, But that's a little weird, though. Hey, I've never, It's kind of a weird thing.
Wouldn't be my first move, but you know, give him a
Yeah, like that's your move, bro.
Yeah, Jesus. He just
Maybe
slid my
he's
hand
not
through
the
his thumbs. It's a little bizarre.
I would like to ask this guy personally, how many times, if any, has that worked for you in the past?
Well, it didn't
That's an
work this.
awkward one.
It didn't work.
Well, I mean, I'm
this.
starting to think this might have been his first attempt.
I know what I'll do. This will turn her on. I'll slip my hand in her sleeve. That's so weird.
Some idiot on 4chan told him to do it, and he was like, you know what? This is a good idea.
Sorry. This doesn't become a problem unless he keeps going. All right? So I was still in the state of shock trying to process that. I already get that part again. Let's see. I was still in the state of shock trying to process what happened because the guy's supposed to be my friend. I also knew that I had a boyfriend. Rotten fucking guy. You and Fitz should go fucking play beer pong. Wait a minute. You did play beer pong. Dyslexia. Hello, old friend. Fuck you. Next, he stuck his hand inside my seat. He touched me next to my chest. Although it wasn't exactly my chest, she clarified that it was close enough to make me feel uncomfortable. I would have thought so. And feel like it's not my place where my friend should be touching me. Right. And he shouldn't be sleeping in your bed either. I still couldn't move at this point, and my head was just
I
begging.
still couldn't move. Did he fucking drug you?
Hold on. Listen to this. I couldn't move at this point. Yeah, I know. And well, in fairness to her, she doesn't know what's going to happen next. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that one. I still couldn't move at this point, and my head and I were just begging for him not to go further and praying it would stop there. He did.
Oh.
Tommy, that was a low intensity he did. You're supposed to be like, he fucking did! He literally got canceled for not raping someone.
Retracted his hand and made it seem like he was sleeping. 10 minutes after he woke up, he said, "Whoa, how'd I get here?" Yeah, I'm sure that was bullshit. I probably should. Yeah,
Bro,
and he
it's
asked,
2020 and not raping someone is no longer enough.
well, it's like my dad said. He, without words, which is what feminists expect you to know, he knew not to make a further move. He was able to mind meld with this woman, live long and prosper, bitches, and know what she was thinking. He would make the greatest husband ever. My wife would love, because I can't read my fucking wife's mind, or my ex-wife's mind, or any one of my girlfriends for the past 25 years. So
I honestly think, like, if we really put this in perspective, if he went through and actually raped the girl, I think the only thing he would have lost on top of what he already lost is maybe his Twitter checkmark. I think that's about it. I don't think they could have taken much more from him.
How could it be worse for this fucking guy right now?
No. All right.
He did nothing, and he's already being called a rapist.
He made a move. It went south, and he didn't do it, and he fell asleep. I don't know
she
what.
She didn't immediately hop up and start making out with him and taking the clothes off. So he's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to sleep.
Do you know what's even crazier? Everyone's like, well, he's drunk. That doesn't, you can't use that as an excuse or whatever. I'm not using it as an excuse. I'm using it as a talking point.
Yeah.
This guy was extremely fucking drunk from a night of partying, and he was able to identify, hey, look, this girl is not liking what I'm doing to her right now. She's not, like, acting the way that I would assume she'd be acting if she was planning on taking all her clothes and fucking me. I'm probably going to remove my hand from her sleeve now. Yeah. While he was drunk, he realized all this, and she didn't say a word.
Yes, the next day, let's see. I kept this a secret for myself for a very long time. The only people I would tell was my boyfriend, cuck. The other thing is,
if he didn't rape her when she was drunk, is he going to rape her when she's sober? When he's sober?
First of all, really quick, what kind of boyfriend lets another dude sleep in the same bed as his girl?
A cuck.
Yeah, there's some fucking issues there right now.
Yeah, I would have whipped his ass. Where do you get off playing?
Exactly.
How much you want to bet, though?
If that was the first time I'm finding out that there's another man in my girlfriend's bed, there would have been some big fucking problems between me and this guy.
Me and you,
Let me tell you right now.
so old school. How shocked would you be? How surprised you would be if he was asked about this and said, "Oh, I was well aware of them sleeping in the same bed together. I was okay with it because they were line ad because they were friends. They were friends, line ad. They were friends.
Sleep in each other's beds, all right? That's not what I was talking about.
They were friends.
You know the,
God.
Don't worry. He's gay. Excuse? Nah.
I felt like if I told anyone at OTV, the world would come crashing down. Yeah, you're right. And it did. And this is where Nick gets into some interesting speculation. I'm going to let him do it in a minute. And that OTV would die, cease to exist. You're going to get your wish. So I never did. It minimized a lot and carried through the days as usual. Small things started changing without me realizing. I started avoiding Fed more. I went from hanging out with him all the time to almost never. I tunneled into League because it felt easy. Because it felt easy to be, quote, busy in the game, so he couldn't talk to me or bother me. It became the easiest way to avoid him, being addicted to his game. What was she going to get fired for? Nick?
You ready for me?
Yes.
Ready for
what was she? What was Yvonne going to be fired for? What were they complaining about in all these posts? Fitz, beer pong, anyone?
She wasn't pulling her weight. She wasn't streaming.
Yes,
she wasn't doing what they wanted her to do in the house.
They were bitching about her playing League. She kept it secret. They were going to fire her. Is it really? I didn't think of this myself. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Is it really out of the realm of possibility that she took that under the sleeve card? Get it? Sleeve card? Get it? Get it? Get it? And waited to pull it so she could say, I know I've been playing League. This guy sexually assaulted me, right? And that the weakest assault in sexual assault history. That's why I can't concentrate. Oh, you poor thing. Can't fire her.
Yep.
Can't fire her.
Can I just say I hate this whole idea of like streaming houses while we're on the topic?
Yeah, no, I agree.
They
never go well.
Yeah.
No, ever.
Unless they're all guys.
Especially when they're like,
oh, no, not
like,
even that.
Wolfie, stop!
Well,
She's only 17!
Road is short.
They're like frat houses, but everyone in them is retarded, not just
Yeah, like listen, there's a lot of shit to make fun of like Ninja for, but the one thing I agree with him with is he stays the fuck away from all the women.
I have stuck up from that every wait, because he said something really interesting
Ninja
about
it, right?
I do. Look, he plays with girls all the time when he's doing whatchamacallit. But there's a group of people in there. What he was talking about at the time is streaming Fortnite when it's like doing duos and things like that. Because the entire time, let's see, what the fuck? Oh, it happened okay, I was getting some feedback. The entire time there'd be people naturally, oh, you guys are so cute together. Oh, you get together to outright. Yeah. And his wife doesn't appreciate that shit. What the fuck is this? My wife told me she doesn't care so much about that stuff because we had this argument too.
Tommy, somebody in the chat is going, okay, Tommy, this take's getting a little nuclear. That was Big E. And we're not denying that. I would say this theory is a nuclear take. I would say that it's a pure hypothetical and we're not accusing anyone of doing anything.
This is speculation.
But I call this everyone is the worst theory. Like, this is the worst of both worlds theory. Well, that maybe this wasn't sexual assault, and maybe someone thought, well, it's not sexual assault, but it is leverage.
Keep in mind, this was written in June. We just found out about the League of Legends stuff last week. We put 2 and 2 together. This is barely sexual. We put 2 and 2 together. Here are the facts. This is barely sexual assault. If it's
I don't even consider it
nothing that would get anybody arrested.
If you not find it kind of weird, the whole bottom of the TwitLonger is dedicated to damage controlling their brand.
Yeah,
like that whole bottom section dedicated to fixing the brand. And if you're like looking at this the way I'm tooth and combing it, it seems really odd because it would make sense, right? Because like now Pokimane goes, holy shit, there's this person in the house who has leverage who could destroy the entire fucking offline TV group, right? Like that's a potential thing that can happen. She's now no longer in control. This Metoo allegation thing starts popping up. Everybody's talking about it. Holy shit, dude. Sky Williams is getting buried. He runs that house. They're talking more about Sky Williams than they're talking about the people who did fucked up shit in his house. That could be us. That could be offline TV. You need to put a statement out right now, and this guy has to go down.
Yes.
Again, that's the worst case scenario. Everybody's an asshole scenario. But I'm just saying, like, it's an interesting little journey there.
We don't know about League of Legends
in general.
We don't know about League of Legends.
Assume the worst.
We don't know about League of Legends back in June. She says she sunk herself into League of Legends. And what are they complaining about between Fed and Pokimane? What are they complaining about? Her playing League of Legends and not doing her fucking job. That's why they wanted to fire her. Now, that goes into my next thing. What Pokimane did do, I don't know if you want to call it well or anything like that. It appears that we were slightly misled by Fed a little bit. A lot of these, let's see. Let me get down to Pokimane. It looks like Fed was complicit in shit canning Yvonne. Now, he does, and she doesn't. He never said that he was against it, but there's actually tweets or DMs of him saying, hey, you want to think about this, Pokey? And Pokey's like gung-ho. Well, eventually he gets on the same team. Do we have dates on these? That'd be interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
I'll join when I get kicked. I hate confrontation. No, we don't have dates on these, do we? That would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Well, the first one does.
These are, wait a minute, all these texts are from May of 2019. So she played League for a year and nobody said shit until 2020?
It almost sounds like someone who probably should have been fired. No wonder they wanted to get her fired.
She wasn't doing
Now,
anything.
naturally, if she really felt the way that she did over that situation and it's not played up at all, I would understand why she would be put in that position. If you're genuinely afraid, like take all the stuff we think about this allegation, throw it out the window. You're afraid this fucking guy is going to like assault you at any time. I would be afraid to leave my room as well. I would probably lock my door a bit more too. Sure. And I would probably because at the end of the day, you're afraid you're going to lose your job, right? This is like her biggest opportunity she's ever had. She's put in a position where she can either just put up or shut up, really.
Really?
So that's the other side.
But again, this is why I hate this shit to begin with. It attracts, it creates these situations where somebody's going to get fucked for stupid reasons.
Somebody's going to get fucked. Most people, look, I've had people come and go on this
in
show.
In Pokimane's case, literally.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
I mean, there's
clearly,
she could just be dumb.
They're clearly talking here about fucking shit canning her.
Yeah.
Clearly, they're talking about shit canning her. And Fed misled us, but Fed didn't say he didn't want her gone. Fed just showed some stuff where he defended her. Yeah, maybe you want to think about this.
That's a lot
so
of
if these
money,
come
I
from
guess,
2019, that means they continue. Here's another thing. You can change your mind. I don't want to get rid of her. And a couple months later, 6 more months of league and not doing your job, I might change my mind eventually. I don't know how many guys I fucking fired out of here that I think was one with you, Nick, that I told you no 20 times. Until it was too late. Well, actually, that was Verse, to be honest with you. Until it was too late, and Verse made the right call to begin with. So, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What do we go? So she would feel because of our relate. Let's see. Haha, it was probably better this way. To be honest with you, it came from me. She would feel, I don't know, different because of our relationship. But all good. Cat's out of the bag. Makes sense. It didn't come up a pretty original. I don't know what that fucking means. I don't think it's even a word. I'm surprised Scara had so much to say. I talked about with Scara. He complained to other OTV members about Yvonne. Okay, so they all were. So that's all Pokimane proved. That he was more in it than he let on. That doesn't fucking change anything as far as leading this poor son of a bitch on.
No, not at all.
Which he did. And I'm really absolutely loving, and enjoying her. I'm going to go over this again, because this might be the funniest fucking shit I've ever seen. And you, Mr. Biscuit, haven't seen it yet.
No.
Iman goes on to give hard evidence. I'm sorry if you've seen the news video already. Hard evidence that she is just trying to get this guy to get a hint. I want him to see other people I'm his friends with. Just move on. Move on. Quote, I was encouraging him to see other people and wanted to make sure I gave him enough space to comfortably do so. Referencing the text where I say, but also I could stay in mine, you know. This is Illuminati. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah. Listen, reference where I could say in mine. Here, all right, let me read that again, because I was encouraging him to see other people, and he wanted to make sure I gave him enough space to comfortably do so. This is how she does it, and I think it's really weird that she's writing me in little. Okay, so we got our hotel. I could still stay in yours.
Oh, yeah. I was encouraging him to see other people. You want me to suck your dick? Come on, bro.
But I
Get the
also,
fucking
I also can stay in mine, boy, I can't imagine why this guy got the wrong fucking idea. Or maybe it wasn't this. Maybe it was the right idea, but he wasn't the right guy with the right sub count that was going the right places. Maybe somebody like
to be honest,
Fitz.
Tommy, he kind of sounds like a beta male. I don't know if it.
Yeah,
she
definitely
literally
are.
has come out and said that she attracts too many beta males like a month ago.
She could also,
Does that count? Any female streamer
Fitz no
attracts
beta
majority beta males? Like
Fitz?
that's.
No, she said there's too many in her audience. This guy sounds like the fucking
Yeah, it's kind of that
beta male.
demographic.
imagine living a fan. All right. The first thing out of her mouth, okay, stay in yours. If you don't respond, I'm going to go to mine. And she puts context in this. First of all, she writes me and Lily. How did Lily write this? What does Lily have to do with this exchange? So you can blame it on her
I
if
think,
it
I
went
think she's
wrong?
just saying that we refers to her and Lily.
Yeah, so Lily knows that you're fucking flirting with referencing that I'm going to stay in the other room. Okay. I don't need there to go to mine. Here's what he writes. First thing, you're gonna be shocked what she said. Mine. That's right. Mine. Smiley emoji. He wants her Pokimane to sleep in her room. You
Of
sure?
course!
Yeah, of course. Of course. You sure? I really want to give you the freedom that you want. That, to me, I tell you, what that sounds like.
No.
I have another girl that's been following this with Blue Firefly. You know what that line sounds like to both of us? They're fuck buddies that have an agreement. They're fuck buddies that have an agreement. They don't. No, they have this thing, and sometimes it does. I've seen this happen before. Both people had an agreement. The girl usually catches feelings, and the guy's like, "We have an agreement. I'm gonna fuck other broads." This is one of the rare times that it's reversed. He loves Pokimane. I don't know why she's a psychopath, but yay, she's good looking. I can't take that away of her.
No, she's cute as fuck.
She writes, "You sure? I really want to give you the freedom that you want."
Money, I guess.
It's no worries. We have 2 beds, another room. And he writes, "Yes," referring to I want you. And then she replies with, and this is the ultimate, get the fuck out of here. I'm sleeping with my girlfriend. We're finished. Beg for me to stay with you. I joke. KK, I'll come if you're sure. It sounds like she just doesn't want to be there when some other broad walks in, which I don't blame her. Here's what he writes. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, say it again. Yes, please stay with me. This, what I just read you, was evidence that he didn't get the fucking hint.
But either way, she's still a cunt now. Because
I think she made her intentions pretty clear.
Even if his theory is true, and they had the working fuck buddy relationship, right?
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where she's now openly aware that he has feelings and she doesn't want it. You can't keep fucking him anymore.
I know. Can't do it. What's that girl that called me a couple weeks ago? I've had this guy for 8 years. I've kissed other guys around him. I've done everything. Have you ever told him to fuck off, change your number, and not call him back? And she's like, it worked! She wrote me on Twitter. She worked. I swear to God that happened. Happened in the love phones like a month or 2 ago. I'm not shitting you. I'm not exaggerating. She thanked me, and I'm happy for her. Jesus Christ. Conclusion. This is my favorite. Dad, you found my fucking cocaine. It's not legit because you went snooping. That's an invasion of my privacy. Therefore, I didn't have the cocaine.
Therefore, it's not my cocaine.
And kids do this. Teenagers do this. Ultimately, my complicated and volatile friendship with Fed has no part in why he was kicked out of offline TV. She leans very, very heavily on the sexual assault allegations, which are barely there. Barely there. In fact, let's not forget when this guy fucking walked away in shame and so-called admitted to everything and admitted to absolutely everything, she fucking jumped on the meme bandwagon, the joke bandwagon, and said she felt safer with him gone. She was fucking that man more than likely.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Yeah, she was fucking this guy more than likely.
If she's not, what else is she getting? She's constantly in the same bed as the guy. What is she getting out of this?
I mean, maybe they're just cuddling
torture,
all
because
night.
she's a sadistic.
Yeah, just cuddling.
That was apparently a regular occurrence. So it's very possible.
This guy's bouncing around everywhere.
There's no such thing as just cuddling.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that.
Oh
Right now.
no, it sounds like there was with these guys.
Fingers were in assholes.
Let me tell you something. It is so rare. I love my wife. I'm crazy about her. She's crazy about me, but not 24/7. It is so rare. It happens. It's rare when I cuddle with her when I don't want. We have a little pet name for it. We have a pet name for it in here. Attention. And that's the way I would like somebody say it in front of Tommy. I would like some attention later. Okay. I don't feel like giving you attention. I had a long day at work. All you did was yell like a jackass. And then I don't get any attention. All right. Out of respect. All right. So this is the thing. Ultimately, by complicated and volatile relationships, not complicated or fucking. I don't even think it was volatile. It was perfectly fine until you needed to. You had to get rid of him. It was perfectly fine until Yvonne said she was sexually assaulted, and with everything she said, well, we'll get rid of him. Got to keep the one that doesn't bring any money in. With Fed had no part in why he was kicked out of offline TV, such as private details never needed to be public. Well, you know what? Lionhead said this too. Nobody's fucking private life needs to be public. Yours was, because you were a public figure and you so brutally screwed this guy, knowing that he was nowhere near as guilty as was led on, and knowing that you had been leading him on for years. And you still put that narrative out there that he couldn't get a fucking hit, and you continue to triple and double down on that bogus narrative. Out of respect to my friends who are mentioned in these combos, they were all shown texts where the of course was given the option to decline the combos from being included. If any parts of the combos were blocked, I have done so to maintain my privacy. Your private life is all over the motherfucking web. And it is clear if you take a moment's notice that you are a psychopathic bitch. I don't care how cute you are.
If you really value your privacy, you should not have a relationship with another public figure.
If you value your privacy, you shouldn't be a fucking YouTube figure or Twitch.
You value your privacy,
get on the internet.
That's the first step.
Delete all your internet accounts.
Hookers never talk. If anyone,
they get paid the fuck out.
And if they disappear, nobody cares. You know, that's the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen, he had cookers. Oh yeah, he has AIDS. Maybe forget that. Let's go on.
But he has AIDS, but he also had porn stars. So you know, pros and cons.
Let's see. Thanks so much. I'll try to get to these again. Pokimane and Fed's texts do read like they were fucking. I gotta be. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
she said.
That's what I'm saying.
I do remember watching the stream and he heard physical relationship. Am I not mistaken? If anybody clipped that for me, I would be. I would be. I think that would settle it right there and there. It wasn't complicated. You were fucking. It wasn't volatile. You weren't fighting. It just became volatile when Yvonne said I was assaulted, which I think more than likely was
even that doesn't mean she was telling the truth if she said that.
Yeah,
but it's like here are your two options: either they were fuck buddies and they were fucking, and like Tommy said, he caught feelings, or she was being an absolute cunt and leading him on, you know, thinking there was an actual opportunity for a relationship there when there never was. Repeatedly, over and over and over and over. Those are your only two options.
The only thing that this changed, it added to the fact that she let her on. It showed that he misled them on wanting to get rid of Yvonne. That everybody wanted to get rid of Yvonne, and the only reason they didn't get rid of Yvonne, more than likely, was the fact that she claimed sexual assault, and that would have looked horrible. Horrible.
She knew what was coming down the pipeline. 100%.
They can't fire her now. She could turn around and sue the fucking place.
Yeah.
She sue everybody's pants off. It's a fucking ticket. He put a golden ticket in her sleeve. You know, give her a golden parachute. That's what he did.
You can use this later.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's another thing I want to talk to, and I just want to kill fucking Fed's credibility while I'm up here as well, if possible. Hey guys, it's been a while, 2 months now. Destiny covered this. He said nobody would fucking cover this, but I am going to cover this. I know a lot of you are angry, sad, and disappointed, and certainly have the right to be. I did some shitty things when I went on check for a long time. After some moments, I'm in a better place now. Let me speak. Thanks so much. Charlie Sheen. Pro tip, boys, you don't want to get Me Too. Just go with public with your HIV. Yeah, nobody's going to Me Too you. I've been seeing a really good therapist nearly twice a week, as per suggested, taking time from social media. I've used this time to distance myself and reflect. Throughout this time, I've been staying completely sober and plan to do so. Just in general, though, I was really trying to prove myself. Okay. Throughout my let's see, what the fuck? Fitz, which Twitch streamer should I fuck next? I don't know. One of those Asian broads. They won't be able to speak English to tell anybody. Throughout the they can't speak English.
What was that one you quote tweeted the other day, Tommy? There was the streamer ban's account was like, this streamer in all Korean text has been banned.
Oh, this is the wrong.
This
like,
is the wrong one.
This is the wrong one. I want the one that Destiny pointed out when he said that she was going to give me a shout out. That this stuff never meant to get out. That's the one I want. Fed's
Twitter.
That's Fed's.
Isn't
that the one I fucking had? That's November 23rd. Yeah, it should be right here. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Pokimane, $1. Who needs a man when you have a 5-finger delight? Yeah, go to work, Pokimane. Yes. So this changed nothing. Just going back, reiterating it highlighted the fact that she used this guy, even though she didn't realize it because he's a psychopath, and it showed that Fed, yeah, he was disingenuous, and it showed that she is a child at the same time. This was never meant to leak, and now she blames Fed for the leak. Which, by the way, me and you didn't buy last fucking week. We didn't buy that shit last week, not at all. Because I think he more than likely leaked it himself. Not his friend, not anybody else. Nobody got hacked or something like that. Somebody leaked that shit. We are both happy with this agreement, and peace of mind came with it. Let's see. She would make up. All right, here we go. To keep the document private, she wanted it private. I bet she wanted it private. We wanted to heal and prevent any further harm involved. She said she would make a brief supportive statement when I returned. This is a fucking letting everybody know this is bullshit. And we would go our separate ways. No more drama or opening wounds. That sounds blackmaily as fuck. From fucking his perspective. And for her to cover it up. She had something to cover up here. Don't tell me that the girl that can't have you find out she actually has a boyfriend wouldn't want to cover this fucking shit up.
Sorry about that.
And maybe fucking Fed, and maybe Fed realized he wasn't. First of all, Lynette, did you tell me that you looked him up today on Wikipedia and that he walked in two girls' rooms unannounced and assaulted them? That's like the first thing you find out.
It says, I believe the exact wording is touched them inappropriately. That's on his Wikipedia article with his full name. If he ever tries to get a job in future, he's fucked.
Wow.
Yeah, he deserved that. If he deserved it, he deserved it for hanging around these type of women. If he deserved it for any reason, but I don't think he actually deserves that. So yeah, and you could imagine him. You make a beat support. Maybe he realized a supportive statement would have only made her look weird, and it wouldn't have helped you. Let me speak. So he buried her instead. Tommy must be gay because he doesn't simp for every whammon in the internet. I simp for one woman. She's in another room, and I'm going to be begging her for attention later. Don't know if I'll get it, but hey, just be like every other fucking guy. So yeah, I'm not buying this horse shit. It does sound a little blackmaily. Or she came to him, not blackmaily at all. She got a hold of it. Apparently it was floating around, and she said, "What can we do about this? Maybe I'll give you a shout out." Who knows? We don't know. And Fed probably, Fed was trying to get in there. And that's pretty much all I got from what I could say. And I just want you to remember this, and I put this in there. This made CNN back in June.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But then again, we're talking about CNN here, so they got nothing better to do.
So any of you fuckheads does anybody deserve a CNN article for a fucking mishap at a frat house?
He got done worse than Slazo.
He got 100%. Done way worse than Slazo. Thank God this didn't go that far, because you think these fucks would have changed the story? Guaranteed they wouldn't.
Bro, they'd survive on bullshit. You think they care? Come on now.
They get sued. They would sue and pay out that fucking kid, whatever his name was, Salmon, then admit they were wrong or update a story. Here, Shannon Lau, the gaming world faces one of its biggest Metoo movements. Not really. Not really. And it's not even the gaming world, it's the streaming world, you big dipshit. Yet, as Fed Meister is removed from offline TV, this is him for the rest of his life. Did he deserve that? Did he deserve that? Well, if he did, she deserves it too. If you're sitting there, if you're a woman going to tell me that that's sexual assault or that's sexual harassment, it's inappropriate, okay, fine. You're allowed to believe what I want. Guess what? That's right. That means the defense that this is my privacy doesn't work. It doesn't work for men. Why should it work for women? It's my privacy. Brad Pitt gets to say that.
I thought we wanted equality. What happened?
Can you imagine fucking Kevin Spacey coming out? But that's my private life. But you're molesting people. You know.
He came up with a way worse excuse. You can't use Kevin Spacey. His excuse was, I'm gay.
I'm gay. Well, actually, and interesting with Spacey, he's a good example why people might admit to shit they didn't do. Interesting for Kevin Spacey, they can't convict him at all. Every accusation, somebody either dies or it falls apart. This is Me Too is a nightmare. Me Too is the worst thing to happen to the United States since the fucking Red Scare in the 50s where they chased down people being liberals. That's how sick it is. And if we ever develop as a country, we'll look back at this time as Me Too being an example, and we will use Me Too as as an example of things getting out of control.
That would be since the beginning. 99.9% of these Me Too stories are all bullshit.
Not really. Well, what about Harvey Weinstein? How many Harvey Weinsteins have we got from Me Too?
Yeah, exactly.
God, they're all lefties too.
The one that's why I say 99.9. You got one animal, one actual fucking disgusting animal.
You know what? It's a lot easier to pile on.
The best part about the Harvey Weinstein shit was there was that one girl who did an open interview where she was like, "Oh, I knew that I was gonna have sex with him and he was gonna give me a job and I was okay with it. So what are you opening your mouth now for?"
Well, maybe she's telling. Maybe she's telling her story. She wants to tell her.
But it doesn't matter. You agreed to the terms. It's not a Me Too story. You didn't get raped.
Well, no, she's not a legit Me Too. But this guy, would just hey, come here.
I didn't say he wasn't a monster.
This guy would do horrible things.
No, I'm not defending him. No. I'm not saying he wasn't a monster. I'm saying her story specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was coming. I had to suck all that deformed dick. I really
got me job and I was happy. All right.
I really wanted to be in. I wanted to be in Clerks 2 so bad. So bad. So here it is. Your shot for the point. Debunk bullshit. And debunk bullshit narratives. And for all you jackasses that said I fucking gave out misinformation, my opinions are my opinions. They're not misinformation. And that's where we go to I used to be a fan segment. That's right. We need music for that shit. Do you have anything you could play of anything? I used to be a fan. Good. That's perfect. Perfect. Absolutely. I used to be okay. Face Doom. I just like the video. I'd like to take the time and would take the video. I like the video. I would take the time to watch, but I'm not going to waste my time because you can't get a story right. All right, this one's not too bad. I can't get the story right. Didn't give an example, so I don't really think. And let's see. Ekon has subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. All right, here's what he goes. Here's what he says. Alex plays games who, as one fucking my fan said, eats paint chips. Destiny's take on the situation was more unbiased and actually fair on both parties. When you take into consideration that Destiny has defended people to a fucking fault, Pokimane included, a lot of these goddamn thoughts on Twitter. She's defended them biasly because it's my team, and only recently came out and said, I ain't defending these bitches anymore, and then drops the very first, seven-figure video on Pokimane. So he was like, fuck these bitches. They've hung me out to dry. They didn't maintain the narrative. He used to get pissed off that they apologized, making him look stupid after he defended them stupidly. So there's your unbiased. He had motivation. There's your unbiased Destiny. Guess what? Destiny's biased, and so am I. I'm giving you my opinion, all right? I'm usually a huge fan and hate Pokimane. That's such a weird thing to say. But spreading misinformation isn't cool unless you're intentionally doing it. It's just the kind of bad take based on evidence.
So giving your opinion on a story is misinformation?
First of all, it doesn't make sense.
What?
It doesn't make any sense. All right, yeah, exactly. And I wrote, again, fails to point out the misinformation. Nobody ever points out what the fuck I got wrong. But if you don't like my take, fine. But I read her statement. I'll go watch Destiny. If you like what Destiny does, go watch Destiny. He does a good job on a lot of things. Guess why he got on drama? Because he knows there's money in it. Guess what he'd rather be doing? Politics. There's not as much money in it. Not as much hits in it.
Well, there is, but you got to do it right.
So he writes back after I say, you have no evidence. You have no evidence. He writes back, a lot of the texts in the doc show that Fed was hopelessly in love, just waiting for Pokimane to wake up and fall in love with him. How did he come to that conclusion, Alex?
Mm-hmm.
How did he ever think that? You fucking dolt. God, what a
Like,
sin.
every texter is, you want to come hang out in my bed? You want to come to my room?
Oh, by the way, I'm fisting myself right now. Hey, not too many girls talking about. I've dated a lot of women. Not one of them said, I'd love to stick my whole fist up my pussy. I would love you to stick your fist in my pussy. That doesn't happen. Usually, and I would imagine it would have to get a little intimate before that happens. Just me. What do I know? I'm just a big dumb boomer. He does this with multiple girls saying that she led him on. We already proved that he's led him. This is kind of a stretch. Keep in mind, in this video, other than what I actually no, I did show. Yes. It's not a stretch. I showed what I read you before when she said, "I want to sleep in your room." This guy actually claims he watched it. The text show that he cut out the parts that frame himself as a serial flirt, simple for multiple people. I clearly state in the video that I'm doing one part. There's lots to unpack, and I don't want you to think that I'm cherry picking, because this is just one aspect of the actual. And I think, line ad, didn't I say at the end that I said that, yeah, Fed kind of misled everybody at the end of that video? I think I did, line ad. You were there. Over Yvonne.
I'm not sure if you did at the end of that video.
I think I did.
Oh,
I think I did. Additionally, he was the one driving Yvonne to get fired. Again, I said in the beginning of the video that I wasn't covering that, only this particular thing. The title of the video is pretty unfair. She buried herself when she pretty clearly proved it was Fed was pretty much lying and framing her worse than she is.
When did she prove that?
All right, where's the fucking evidence that I fucking put up misinformation? Where is it? Where is it? You got Jenna Johnson. This guy eats patient. Nothing. This is one of these morons that if they don't fucking hear what they want to hear, then that's misinformation. You don't like my takes. Fine, fair enough. I don't know that Shot from the Point is a bastion of fucking unbiased news. I don't know if I ever made that. I only ever promise to get the facts correct and correct them if I get them wrong. I didn't get anything wrong. You're saying I omitted stuff. You're a moron. At the beginning of the video, I was like, look, I'm omitting everything else and I'm concentrating on this. I can't see a way of being more honest.
Sounds to me like we have located the actual simp.
Yes. I basically said you don't want my take. He comes back because Fitz really cut out important details. That's the thing. It doesn't save her. The accusation she let him on. Okay, Fedmeister cut out important details. He wanted her fired too. He didn't say he didn't want her fired, by the way. But that has
that situation is separate. She still let him on.
She still manipulated, and you saw it. I wrote, you're an idiot. Clearly, I state I'm only covering the aspect of the TwitLonger, and there is more. I say it over and over again. There's a lot to unpack here. There is more. That is not information. After further reflection on your take, I admit there was no information. Oh, thanks.
What the fuck?
Okay.
He went outside, he thought for a bit, and he was like, you know what? He might be right.
I didn't know that.
While listening to soft guitar music.
Thank you.
I'm a fucking asshole, bro.
Close this segment, Vault. Please, take us out of this segment. Yes. Okay. All right. What the fuck?
That's great.
All right, let's take some calls. Thanks, guy. Maybe he was a fan. I think we found the first guy in history that said he's been a fan for a long time and actually was.
Yeah.
Alex, I want you to contact me on I want you to, and some of that shit's expensive, more expensive than I think it should be. I want you to contact me on Discord. You got to prove it's you through some methods. You can have anything you want in the Shot from the Point shop. I will send it to your house. That's what you get. And if any of you motherfuckers start arguing with me and say, you know what, you're right, thinking you get a t-shirt, no. This is one in a fucking million. This is one in a fucking million. I will give you anything you want in that thing. That was so refreshing. I feel it needs to be rewarded. And I actually was going to wish AIDS on you. I am not. How about that? No AIDS for you. All right, let's take some fucking calls. Random dude, you're on the air. Or maybe not. Random dude. Random dude. All
right. That was a great call.
All right.
Avery, you're on the air.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Leonard.
How can I help you?
Hey, what's up, Pally?
I had a question.
Sure.
Did y'all see, I assume you have, the how Fitz might actually be Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is, that's hilarious, man.
That's a lot of money.
What do you think about it?
Oh, we put it on before. Yeah, it's probably him. It makes sense. That's why they look. I believe that they were covering up their relationship because Fedmeister wasn't a big enough name for her. And I think she does everything she does, putting it out there that she doesn't have a boyfriend, going after Bobaks, trying to bury him, trying to control every fucking narrative about there and not letting anything fucking slide. Yeah.
I mean, she loses money if she has a boyfriend.
I think she's a psychopath. Awesome. Yeah, I know somebody's doing research into that. I wonder if they're going to complete it. Yes, I think we know who her boyfriend is, and I think that's coming out soon in Pokimane.
So wait, do you think they're actually still dating, real quick? Like, or do you think that was like a one?
No, it was a while ago. She wasn't dating him after she threw him out and said she was molesting everybody in the place, huh?
I don't think Fitz was dating anyone. I think Fitz just fucks.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
hard. Fitz fucks and leaves.
Fitz is straight Chad.
This guy goes on Twitch and says, "Who am I fucking today?"
Yeah, yeah, he really is.
Just chatting section. Here I come.
Yeah,
that's the thing about doing something rotten. Like Colby Carson was like, I got a Colby Carson interview, and as time goes on, that's like, even though it didn't get a lot of hits because he wasn't that big at the time, that's got to be like, that's probably the biggest interview I ever did. It's Call Me Carson. That guy's a monster. And especially after that, I think it only really helped his career. Although, but yeah, Fitz is a dirtbag, but he's a dirtbag like Keemstar now. He's a lovable dirtbag.
A Chad.
Yes.
Yeah. Just a straight Chad.
He's a lovable dirtbag.
He's a bit of a dick with that one, but this is
did a my girlfriend. But yeah, what he did to Carson was horrible. And you know what? Honestly, she was worse than he was. He knew better, but she's putting out. Yeah. She gets to decide. But she was one of these people that's fucking her way to the top. And and you know what? It wouldn't shock me a bit. The girl that refuses to show any fucking titty or leg or anything like that, and she's able to be a thought and not do any of that stuff. It seemed like the girl next door is just as fucked up as the girls that are showing titty. As fucked up as the girls that are doing cosplay and looking like whoa. Excuse me. I can't even do it right now. I'll give it to the Italian. Say it, biscuit. I can't say. I can't do it now. You got to do it. It's like a New York thing.
It's funny.
What? It's gotta come from the ball.
What do you do with that hua for? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Nothing but hua is that. Yeah, I was doing it good before though. Fitz, I'm gonna fuck your mom. Well, all right, you dig her up first. But
but she's not on the just chatting section. It doesn't count.
Yes, exactly. No clap from that. So yeah, I think that she's psycho, and that's how psychos work. This is the bigger guy comes along. And if you're with the psycho and you lose clout, right, then you're gone. You're a loser. The best example.
That's the gold digger, bro.
Who was the girl in that Maguire movie? Tobey Maguire, right? That movie. Yeah. As soon as he downshifted, as soon as he wanted to do something different, because she was a competitive, ambitious woman too, and they had this. She enjoyed being around that competitive, ambitious guy, right? And as soon as he wasn't, loser. That's where that came from. The L in the head was from her in that movie. Yep. That was the perfect corporate psychopath right there and then. And that's who she is. All right, get out of here, Avery. I wish you were strong,
All right.
Avery. Bye. NCO. That's interesting. NCO, you're on the air.
All right. I don't know. You might have said this earlier, but there was a Pokey essentially for the entire document was crying wolf about what was it, privacy. I believe that's correct, right?
Yes, that's pretty much her argument. I didn't do anything. You invaded my privacy, therefore you didn't do anything.
Yeah, but wasn't there in that same document? Didn't she also provide a time where Fed didn't want some information showed, and then she just fucking said it anyway?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She said, "Could you leave that part out?"
This is the only time. This is the only thing that I could use, and Fed was like, "Please don't show that."
You're
and
stuck
she said,
out of
"I
luck,
have to."
bitch. You're stuck out of luck. Shouldn't have got caught. Loser. No, that's good. That's to leave the thing with Fitz. Let me fill in the black mark. Fitz out of there. Yeah. You're exactly right. That's 100% correct. Good call. Should put you on the news team. But you're too English. We have way too many people with your accent around. Let me tell you.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of hypocrisy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good for pointing it out. I wish I'd have thought of it. Where were you in line ad? Good job. Drop the ball. You have a pretty voice too.
Fuck.
If
you want something else, there is something I thought of a couple of minutes ago. You know how Pokimane and Lily Pichu and all of them have been talking on stream like, yeah, we still want to be friends with Fed. We're all cool. You know, it's all good. Didn't he sexually assault your friend by your own marriage? Why are you still trying to be friends with a rapist?
Exactly.
You know what this is at the end of the day? This is three people, all three, gay opping. This has been one big. This is the Mexican standoff of gay ops. This is the last scene. This is the last scene of Reservoir Dogs. All right, and Pokey sitting there. Don't you shoot my dad? Yes, that's what it is right there. This is a Mexican standoff of gay ops. They all were opping. Avon was opping. Fed was opping. And, of course, Pokimane, the big, fat, bald gangster. Don't you shoot my dad! Who is that? That was what's his face? That's Sean Penn's brother, Chris Penn. Chris Penn was one of the most underrated actors that ever lived. True Romance, Reservoir Dogs, and he died of like a heroin overdose. Goddamn fucking. All my favorite. All my heroes are dead. Chris Penn was an amazing actor. An amazing actor. Don't you shoot my dad! My dad. Harvey Keitel. Everybody's in that movie.
I fucking love Harvey Keitel, dude.
Oh God. You know my favorite Harvey Keitel scene is it Taxi Driver, and he's got a lot of better scenes. It's my personal favorite. De Niro walks up to him and he knows De Niro, De Niro changes appearance, and he goes, "What are you looking at?" And fucking De Niro just puts a gun in his belly. He goes, "Yo, suck on this." And he starts going, oh! He starts screaming. This is the greatest scene. This is the greatest scene ever. Oh man, it's really nice to be around somebody that appreciates good films from the New York area.
Hey man,
I still gotta watch all the Taxi Driver.
That's such a good movie. Harvey Keitel looks like a Mexican gangster. I don't know why he had him dressed that way in that movie, but it works. He's really young. You might not recognize him. That's how old that fucking movie is.
Yeah.
Okay. Husky, you're on the air. You're gonna blow it. I love Israel. I love Israel too.
I really love Israel, man.
I do too.
Oh no.
I'm a Zionist. I'm pro-Israel to the bone. I'm not joking. What do you want?
Someone's knocking on my door.
I was just gonna say, Xander Hall, man.
What about?
How's he doing?
I don't care.
Damn it.
Probably figuring he dropped the ball on this one and couldn't afford his way into the situation.
We're all rape apologists, actually, Tommy.
Willie got him, man. Willie got him.
Oh, did he call us rape apologists? I don't care what he thinks. He's a dumb kid. He's absolutely a dumb kid. The fucking guy gets called a virgin. He gets this old lady. He fucks me. I swear to God, Keemstar. Jesus Christ. You know what that told me? That's the only broad he ever fucked. Who the fuck does does that? Somebody calls me a virgin. I'm like, whatever. You know, I mean, somebody calls him a virgin. He fucking gets receipts. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Did you see the reply he made to that, where he was like, "We're gonna ratio Keemstar in the name of Etika"? Like, fuck you.
Oh, and I'm a scumbag. And I'm bringing up fucking dead black guys. Fuck you, you cocksucker. All right.
Oh my
I
God.
said my piece. Get out of here, Husky. You don't like Israel. He did. He did. I love Israel. I know that piss fucking him too. Great. Call me a Zionist, and I'm fucking Irish Catholic. Nimsy, you're on the air.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
How can I help you? How are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really nervous here.
Why? You think I'm gonna yell at you?
Yeah.
We're all nice guys here. Why
You think you're gonna yell at you?
No. I'm just not.
I might.
To, like, talking.
Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just want to get to the point of the hotel room incident.
Sure, go ahead.
And she's like, okay, she's like asking him to beg him to stay with her.
Yeah.
Beg her.
And let me stop you for a second. And using that to show the public that she tried to give this guy the hint and he wouldn't take it. That's what she's using. But go ahead, Nimsy.
But she's like, hey, but it was all of us, you know. But then she's like showing a picture, and this picture is taken like 9th of December.
Yeah.
And the texts are 6th of December. It's like, what?
I think she's trying to like back up. She's trying to say like they can prove that they were all there.
Yeah,
but, like
they were
that just
all
makes
there,
it even
okay?
worse.
It doesn't matter if they were all there because she was purposely saying, "I want to come sleep in your hotel room."
Yeah, because like they were all there, okay? So these girls had like clearly a hotel room together, and she's like, "Hey, we all got a hotel room, but I want to sleep with you." You know?
That's what it sounded like to me.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Call me crazy.
She's like, here, look, here's even more proof that this happened. Here's a photo from a few days later from all the girls who I said were in the hotel room. Here's even more proof that I made him beg for me to come over.
Here's another thing. This is posted on June 20th. Nick brought this up. If this Pokimane writes, if you think there was a lot of sexual assault, by the way, they're calling it assault. She's calling it assault. Coming out right now. Just know there's so many more people that are still afraid to speak up. Boy, we heard that was Lazo, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, he raped
That was
you?
that was in June. And then Nick properly says, well, make them. I am sick to fucking death of saying there's other girls. That sounds like intimidation, so you don't get questioned or criticized. That's what that trick's about. Didn't fall
There's
for
more
it.
coming, guys. There's more coming.
Nick Golo.
Okay.
No, the Jews are most hated people and support terrorists over the... Oh, shut up. I don't care. Whatever you want.
Oh, go away.
Go away. I get the Arab telling you to go away. Go ahead. Oh, that was... Oh, I wanted to take a... Oh, Nimsy, you're still there. Go ahead. Finish up.
Oh yeah. I wanted to brush up on the Jodi situation as well.
You could talk about it. I didn't find it that interesting. I didn't think it was that a part of it. But you can talk about it if you want.
Look, for me, it was like, she's like, hey, also, let me know how your date with Jodi goes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
She says that to him.
Yes.
And he's like, oh, this year has been unreal for you, haha, and not going on a date. And she's like, oh, stop. And, you know, and she's like, okay, sure, I will let you know. And she's like, I like the honesty. The thing is, you know, with girls, I feel like when they're kind of possessive, and I've done this, I know friends that have done this, like, they're like, hey, you know, to a guy that they're actually into and possessive of, they're like, hey, tell me everything that went on your date.
Yeah, I've had that experience before. Yeah. You know, and I have, you know, it's funny you say that. I've had that experience before with the girl that friend-zoned me. I made out with her. She didn't want anything to do with me, and she friend-zoned me. So every time I dated somebody, she wanted all the details. That was from high school, though. Yeah.
Dude, in my teens, I did this all the time. Honestly, you? Like, it's...
well,
I've grown up. I'm grown up now. I've matured. I don't...
Where are you from with that beautiful accent of yours? Somewhere in Eastern Europe? Where are you?
No, I'm Swedish.
You're Swedish? I bet you're beautiful. How old are you now, Mitch?
No,
you're out of high school, right?
I'm born in Sweden, but my background is in Swedish.
Okay, well, they grow them nice.
I'm actually half German.
You're half German and Swedish?
Yeah. Yeah, now
And
you
you're
have
over-
German and have Pakistani.
Yeah, I know. You got to. Well, it doesn't mean you're not hot. It doesn't mean you're not hot.
I mean,
You sound adorable. You sound adorable. By the way, how old are you? Vault's like 19. He wants to date some Arab girls, right? Oh, wait a minute. You want?
God damn it.
I'm just trying to hook him up on the show.
Really? Go live on the show.
Yeah, you could date somebody that gets yelled at by Tommy C.
I'm kind of old now. I guess I used to be good.
Oh, you're fine. Don't ever say that. You're always good. You're always good.
But anyway.
All right.
So the thing is, she asked him that. She knew what the answer was going to be.
Sure.
She knew.
Oh, of course.
I got to be honest with you.
knew.
Most of the people that are giving me shit in the stories are men, not women. Women have been unbelievably supportive, except one that I could think of, and she seemed like one of those, everything is sexual assault type person, or every time a woman's made to be uncomfortable is some kind of assault worthy of cancellation.
So radical feminist.
Yeah, well, yeah, I like this person, but I think there's radical feminist. And there's people that buy the bullshit. They're two different animals. People that buy the bullshit can be flipped, or they can wake up. Like, I don't know, when they give birth to boys, that's usually when right. Wait a minute, all that shit I said about men, that's my baby. My baby's a boy. That's what I'm saying. All right, Nipsey, I gotta go. You've been on a long time, but you're adorable. You know that? You did good.
Sorry.
You did good. But you know what I'm gonna do just for fucking fun? You're so cute. I'm blowing you up. Adorable. All right. I love women. I absolutely do. Yes. Ren. I don't know. Ren, you're
me. Hey.
What's up?
Hey, nothing much. Yeah, sorry about the piece in the background if it sounds like a fucking
Just go. Shoot.
Okay, go. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pokimane from the start, honestly. I never really liked your personality. I
don't care about that.
Am I the only...
All right, here's a question for you. Do you like any of the other, just chatting e-thoughts? Is that your thing?
Not really. I don't like anything.
Yeah,
you're a normal functioning human. All right.
Yeah, but I like Sweet Anita, and I watch her. I'll leave her on when I'm playing games.
I love Sweet Anita. Yeah, me too.
I actually kind of like Brittany Venti a little bit.
Oh, Brittany, she's not a.
she's cool too.
She's not a thought though. She's like she makes content. She makes. I don't consider her well. She's mostly a streamer, but I think she's kind of a crossover. She does a little of both. Her videos are pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
most of the shit she does is a character anyway. That's not actually.
Yeah,
I actually used to watch her in the pre-Deer days.
That's the great. The other thing is, I wouldn't fuck with Brittany. All right, not just because of the Rod Bisley thing, the Flasher thing. Brittany, let's not forget, fucking fooled 4chan. Fuck them over for like a year or two. Brittany's fucking really, really, really smart.
Oh yeah, she fooled me at first. She legitimately fucking fooled me.
Yeah, I don't know why
Me too.
nobody
I used to
figured it
watch
out.
her in the hitbox days.
Dude, you got to think of all the pranks that 4chan has pulled. All the fucking politicians and all these smug pricks, conservatives, liberals, all types of jackasses, right? And and Brittany owned their face and fucking collected donation after donation after. I have nothing but respect for Brittany Ventney, right?
Same here, honestly. I respect her fully. I
want a room full of people with me if I ever meet her. Hi, Brittany. How you doing? That's right, because I don't want her fucking with me. I'll be honest, she's probably smarter than me, and I don't want to get fucked with by her. I'm a little afraid. Somebody asked me a couple years ago, who do you fear more than anybody on that? Brittany Ventney. Anybody can fool 4chan could probably fuck me up and make me look pretty stupid.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I like Brittany. I've donated to her. I've sent her. I used to watch her on Twitch. I didn't really make the crossover when she went to. I was one of her beta orbiters for a long time. But now I just watch her videos when she puts them out. All right,
at least he admits it, bro.
Yeah, I was beta orbiter. Well, that's what she calls a fan. I don't know if she still does that.
Yeah, I know.
Beta orbiters. Yeah, I was a proud beta orbiter. All right, Ren. Talk to you later.
Okay, I'll see you later, Tommy.
Peace. Let's see. We got a lot of people and not a lot of time, but I guess we'll finish it up at the top of the hour. I did
That's a
Germany.
lot of money, I guess.
What's up?
For a person of color.
You're on the air.
Hey, all right, my question. All right, say you're in Fed situation. You're single, and Pokimane's trying to hit you up. Are you trying to go in there?
Oh yeah.
If yeah, fuck Fed.
I am fucking the shit out of Pokimane if that connection is made.
God,
but I'm not letting her fuck with me either. Like once I realize things aren't going my way, I'm out.
I don't care how beautiful she was. I wouldn't. You know, and that's why I tell the guys that call the love phones. You know, call me and I'll maybe we'll talk about it then. I got to think about it. Something's going on. Yeah, once you get 2 or 3 of them, you're out. Done. Leave them alone.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to. They're not going to tell you fuck off, right? They're not going to do it. Yeah. They're never. Women will never do that. You're gonna have
you've
to
got to be like, all right, can you give me a fucking answer, please?
If you don't, no, you don't do that. You suck with women, by the way. No, you don't do that. When if they have like a 3-strike rule, 3 excuse, you're out. That's it. And they're always the nicest. My grandma's sick or some horse shit like that. All right, grandma's sick. See you around. Next call you make, and you never make another one back. It's kind of like the thing. You know what? You know the best fucking books I've ever seen in my life about dating was that stupid book, The Rules. That is a fucking every woman should do that one, and you could kind of do it as a guy too, except for asking them out. You know, the rules is you make them wait a month, and they take you out, and they pay for fucking everything. If they don't call back, if they got like 3 days to call back, the rules is a good thing. That's definitely good advice for anybody. Guys, you should use the rules in reverse. If she gives you a half-assed, if she gives you a not, I would say 3 non-definites. 3 non-definites. You don't have to say. You have to tell her. She doesn't have to make a decision, and she probably isn't. And as soon as you say, "Come on, you're leading me on here," now you're the scumbag, like Fed.
Yep.
So don't even do that. Just don't call him back.
If she gives you the "I'm busy this week and I'm busy next week," it's over. Right.
Amanda likes her men nerdy and confident. Baby, you married the wrong guy.
Another question real quick. How did you misspell didn't in your thumbnail?
I don't fucking know. I'm stupid.
Isn't English your first language?
Yeah. I put didn't?
Wait, so it's dyslexia.
Which thumbnail? This thumbnail? Yeah. Did I reverse the thing? I'll go fix it later. Oh, was it? Yes. Was it? Oh, fuck. That's going to drive me berserk. Was it? What did I get wrong?
In the one spot, yeah.
What is it? Is it the apostrophe in the wrong place or just the wrong letters?
The apostrophe goes after the end.
Before the N instead of after.
So there's no letter thing?
It's DID apostrophe NT.
I put NT. Okay, I put an extra N. Okay. I'm a moron. Have a good day.
Tommy, we got some breaking news.
What?
Rick got banned off of Twitch for DMCA.
Who got banned off of Twitch?
Greek God.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet
it's playing a game called OSU. It's like it's over.
Permaban or
right.
I
hate this with Twitch because they say bans.
So this might be sour grapes on my end.
Yeah.
But I've been since the DMC shit started on Twitch. I've been saying welcome to the crowd, boys, because I've been on YouTube since the beginning. Everything I do gets DMC.
Is he done or is he just punished?
It's not perma. It's not perma. We don't know if it's perma or not. But the thing is, like, the streamer bans accounts just to the downs and really got banned for DMCA.
It's not perma.
But he's still a partner, though. Yeah.
Tommy having a so funny moment. I don't know. Did I have a so funny moment? Do you want to add a text?
Ban linked unknown.
Yes. I didn't spell didn't right. I'll just fucking copy and paste. Oh, no, I can't. I'll do that later. Now I'm mad at myself. I knew that was going to drive me berserk. Fuck. All right, let's take more calls. So Greek God's banned, not permanent. I don't care. Tell me when it's permanent. Yeah. Tommy C, fan number 1. I bet that's not the case. Patreon. Go ahead.
Hey, Tommy, it's
oh, you fucking jerk off.
Oh no, Ben.
I didn't want you in. I didn't want to hear you. Go ahead. You got me.
Right, Tommy, I'm just wondering, see if all the people who are like kind of saying Fedmaster did something wrong, okay, even though there's no allegation, we don't know what the actual thing he did was, okay, and there's no proof. Do you think it's just like kind of like left-wing people trying to like virtue signal? Like,
I don't. I don't think this is political at all. I think, like I said before, there's people that fucking enforce it, feminist Nazi types, and there's people that buy it. And I think this is a case. This is a group of people that buy it. You know, so no. So
Right, but what is that? There's no allegation though. Like, how can like people even believe this though? Like, this guy's lost his full life
because it's convenient for everybody. I just said it was a fucking Mexican standoff of gay ops. Everybody had something to benefit from.
I think it's the fact that most of the people who watch these people are the crowd who buy it. Like, well, she said a bad thing.
Well, no, it might be the type. It could be the type of thing too, where they don't buy it, but the crowd does, so they got to play by the fucking, the PC rules. That could be that too. I don't know, but they might buy it so much that they think that as soon as they sexual assault, that no person on earth would god dare fucking question it. Well, not here. We will.
I think that's his plan for clout. Like, it's all because it all seems convenient. Oh, a document comes out. Oh, I have a document, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It seems like
he probably leaked it. He leaked the fucking thing. He made it look bad. She was gonna shout him out. They all got pissed off. She fucking was trying to keep her job. They had to get rid of him to do it. He wrote something on Pokimane because Pokimane piled on. Boy, you want to talk about unnecessary? They could have canned him just for the goddamn Yvonne thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, this just came to me now. Back in June, Pokey didn't need to say a thing.
Yep.
Not a word. Miss, I don't like drama, and I just want to move on. She'd have to say a thing. She'd have to say anything about a relationship. She'd have to say anything about her being creeped out. Nothing. All she had to say is, I support the decision of that's it. Offline TV. That's it. But she not only did she support it, she said she felt safer and made fun of him when he was trying to get help. These are horrible people, man.
You think this is a gay ops drama thing just to boost because there's no content?
The gay ops started like this. It was a domino. She did it to keep her job. Fucking Pokey piled on. He fucking leaked some documents because he knew the whole story wasn't out there. And then she locked
Pokey piled on to get rid of him because she was tired of having him around.
Well, she probably.
That's how Fed comes back, though. Fed comes back, and Fed.
That's exactly what happened. That's why I called it a Mexican standoff. You stupid Scotsman. It's a Mexican standoff. Yeah, they fuck each other.
It's not a Mexican standoff. They're all in it together. It's a big plan.
They're all dead. They all shot each other.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Think about it. Fed's got people supporting him. Pokey's got the simp support.
Fed's Wikipedia page says he's a rapist.
People support Fed now.
I guess
people like Fed.
What on shot for the point, but we're tiny.
So no, Destiny likes Fed now. People like Fed. There'll be people who like Fed.
It worked.
Yeah, there definitely will be. There'll be like a generation of incels who simp Fed forever because now he's the anti-Pokey hero. Like he's all the fucking people who like fucking Reefy. Because she hates Reefy. She has a group of people who.
I fantasize about punching you a lot. Do you think that's normal?
Probably, mate, because I'm quite annoying.
I do.
I'm glad you guys can translate.
I just want to punch you in the nose and then be nice to you afterwards. I don't know. I want you in the middle of the rant like that. And I just want to push your nose in. I don't know why. I'd never do it. I'm not that kind of person. But I think about it a lot. You know what I mean?
Do you not tell me, man? See, if you did that, you'd get a fucking braid shoved in your stomach.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Well, you got Celtic blood in you. Yeah, but aren't you half black?
What? No.
No, what were you half Jewish? Something. I saw a picture of you.
I'm not I'm just Irish. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so you bullshitted me. You said
I've got a great grandfather from the Caribbean.
Oh, well, okay. And everybody's got one of them.
Everybody's got one. Everybody's got one.
Yeah, but you look like what's his name? Who's the kid that called Turkey Tom a Nazi? That fucking guy. You look a little like him, just not quite as brown.
But D'Angelo Wallace?
No. The other one. The one that made that crazy video and put pictures of fucking South Carolina in there. Who is that fucking guy? Now he's growing on TikTok.
Unfunniest?
What's that? Yeah, Unfunniest.
Unfunniest?
He does. He looks a little like a Linehead, or a Linehead. Fucking Green Man looks a little like Unfunniest, a little bit.
Green Man, say the N-word.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't tell him that. Bye, Green Man. He'll say it.
The thing is, nobody will be able to understand him, so it'll be fine.
Yeah. You know what we need?
I'm pretty sure we all understand that.
We get a lot of perspectives in here.
No, it's fucking great.
We have a lot of perspectives here. Pakistani girls from Sweden, Italians, Italian Americans, all sorts of Englishmen. I think we need a Mormon perspective. Mormon guy, you're on the air. Mormon guy, go ahead.
Yeah. The question that she didn't refute, or the thing that I wish she would have addressed, is her fisting of herself.
Why is that?
Do you think she'll... Because it'd almost be like the Shane Dawson 2.0 with the cat.
Isn't it great knowing you're the only person in this call that's going to heaven, and these girls that are fisting herself certainly are not? It must feel good.
Well, I mean...
Isn't it great wherever you go? God, all you Catholics are going to hell, and all you fucking Baptists are going to hell. You know, I'm a Mormon, and we've got it right. Does that make you feel? Does this make you feel bad? When somebody says something like it's that Weird Al video about the Amish? You know, some guy kicked me in the butt the other day. I didn't care. I even wished him well because I know someday he's gonna burn in hell. Is that you all day, Mormon guy?
Well, yeah.
Okay, go on with your fucking statement or question. Just wanted to do that.
I don't know. I just would hope that there's a bigger bomb. I know Fed's got more dirt. I just wonder if he'll be.
Nah, I think he's it. I think every time I say that though, it's not over, and every time I think it's not over, it is. So I don't know. I don't think so.
It is interesting that the other men in the house have stayed out of this entire thing.
I would. Good move.
Anything about anything.
Good move.
So,
good move. Because they could be next.
Yep.
Because maybe they know Fed was no worse than them.
Would be my guess.
You know, dude. Remember when we went in and fucking went in there and we licked her nipples and ran out? That was a big joke.
That's a big joke.
That didn't end up in the statement, did it? No, man, it didn't. Fuck, man, I did a lot more than Fed. You know, I stole a pubic hair. I still got it in my fucking wallet.
Keeps it in a little ring box.
Oh, you better get rid of that. So yeah, there's your answer. There's your answer, man. Mormon guy. Oh, and Catholics going to hell too?
No, we'll just second hell.
That's cool. I don't want to go to the top. I want to go to like, what do you call it? What's the one in the middle? The Catholics believe in that. It's not heaven. It's not hell. It's
purgatory.
I want to go to. I want to go to purgatory.
This is not bad. I mean,
you know what I think? Good. You know what? If all this horse shit was real, you know what I think purgatory is? Assuming this is real, and it isn't. I think those are all the ghost reports that you hear. And so people are just stuck here for eternity, which is a pretty nasty punishment. Especially, you know, I bet it works something like this. You get like one day in heaven, and then, by the way, the free trip's over. You're going where you belong now. Now you know.
Your paperwork, and, you know, you're going back down.
Yeah, you're going back down. And not all the way down. Could be worse. So, work on yourself. You
Have a nice day.
The Catholics believe you can ascend in purgatory. You know that?
Yeah.
And I've been playing World of Warcraft, and there's like a purgatory in Warcraft. I forget what it's called, Bastion, and it's not bad, but you got to work on yourself all day, and you got to like work on it. It sucks, right? But it's beautiful and it's nice, but it just kind of blows. Yeah, you got a lot of people telling you what the fuck to do. I was in the army. I think I'd handle purgatory.
Don't die in hell.
Yeah. All right, Mormon guy. Thanks for the call.
See you.
Go to hell. What else we got? I don't know. I like talking to chicks. Jess, you're on the air. Jess?
Hi.
Hi. How can I help you, Jess?
All right. So, my biggest take of all this is, of all the things, of everything, of all the people that are like, oh, well, Fed made them uncomfortable, blah, 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 blah. The one thing Pokimane did was make him out to look like a fucking victim. Period. She made him look like a victim because she dangled such a little string. Like, oh, you might have it. You may.
Yeah, you may be with me. I know. And
That's
you know
what
what the thing is? You know, I keep
even in her
thinking.
so-called defense, she still she didn't defend anything.
I keep thinking I keep thinking to myself, you know, she sit there and pissing and moaning about being made out to be the bad guy. You're fucking doubling down on the sexual assault. So this stuff is barely sexual assault if it's sexual harassment. So you made him out to be the worst guy. And when you found out the truth might come out, you cut a deal with him to suppress that information. How could you be any worse?
Because you can't read his document and objectively say that she wasn't leading him on. There's no way to read that and say that she wasn't.
No, you're right.
And that's why she didn't want it out, because it was going to make him be the victim.
Yeah, pretty much.
You turned him from a villain, and that document made him a victim. And now you're like, well, let's harp on the fact that he made these girls really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No. Like, if anything, he made them feel uncomfortable because they got tired of leading him on.
I didn't think of that.
There was a point.
That's what I was trying to get across earlier.
I didn't think of that. See, you know, that's why I like talking to women about this. Because no woman in their right mind buys into this bullshit. All they see is a bunch of pretty girls taking advantage of a bunch of dumb guys. And you know what? They've probably done it too at some point, so they know how this works.
That's exactly why I know. That's exactly what happened.
And you're not the only woman. You are not. I got women in my DMs, women on my mentions. They're all saying the same thing. And Blue Firefly just told me they're fucking each other. That's what it sounds like. They have a dope agreement.
The way I see it is, it got to a point where Pokey found another more stable dick, someone who's going to be who she would prefer, right? To fuck on a daily basis.
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
I got to get rid of this big face. What do I got to do?
The worst part of it? She probably loved the guy. She probably really liked the guy, but he was never going to be the big time streamer that she needed him to be to justify a public relationship. That's really what it came on to. And you know what? That's the most horrible thing about it. And you know what? Also, it's a big mistake. Take if somebody has been divorced. I went for the smoking hot redhead, and then when I wanted stability, I went for an accountant. And you know what? The accountant was better. The accountant was much better because it's stable, and we don't fight, and no one's on a competition for either to move up all the time. And you know what? She moved down, and I continue to move up. So I mean, it's you know, I think what these kids don't realize, and you know what? I didn't realize it back then. In fairness to them, you know, just the fact that you can have a friend that you're comfortable cuddling with, that you're watching movies and you're laughing, going to late night movies and doing whatever, that is a good sign you found somebody. That's a good sign. That you can stand each other. That's a good sign, because it's so hard to find somebody else, no matter what gender you are, that can put up with your fucking bullshit. It's so hard. And when you think you know everything when you're in your teens and 20s and you don't, you're more likely to just look by somebody who's just easy. Like, I really get along with her, and she's pretty, but Sarah's hot. Guys do it too. Guys do it. Sarah's hot. Because you're 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25. You're not thinking about that shit down the road. Let me tell you, girl next door, a real one, not Pokimane's fake ass image, is the best you could ever hope to do.
That's what constantly pisses me off about shit like this. Dudes get taken advantage, I think, way easier than women on average because
I don't know.
Of this exact.
Whoa, Scrubby! God damn, man!
Holy shit!
Oh,
god damn!
Fucking A. I like to think when I do a really good job, he hits me. I love to think that, because I think I kicked it straight out of the fucking park today, and I think Biscuit was great, and Lineout was great, Nick DiOrio was great, and Fault was great, and I think the callers are great. And I think my segment where I point out, well, even that guy Alex who was critical, no, you didn't spread any misinformation. He was great too. He was great too. Ah, Jesus. I feel great. Well, I don't have to work anymore. See all you motherfuckers. I'm out. I got $500. That's a good day for me. I'm just kidding.
Hold on.
I'm kidding.
Speaking of great.
Yeah, what?
The movie. Fucking movie.
Oh, you want to end it with that? See, there's so many callers, though. Oh, it's 10. I got to end it. Thanks so much, Jessica. Yeah. Jessica, it's a good call. Really good call. Now I have to be calmed down. Whew, that was nice. Let me get this. You guys are gonna love this shit.
So wait, before you end it, Tommy, can I say
What?
one thing?
Sure.
I just want you to know that since we're friends, if you ever want to cuddle or anything, apparently that's cool.
And there will be no Me Too's in this situation, right?
You know what the best part about that is?
Wait, can we sign a piece of paper in advance?
I don't know. I want my golden ticket sent up my sleeve. How about that? Let me get this. I funded a movie. I don't know if this is the movie, but I know I sent a donation to this school or this project in London who was making a movie. I don't even think I gave that much, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me find this. Oh, did you change your fucking thing already? They just, something happened in this movie, and I want to know if you guys are going to catch it. Apparently, I'm allowed to play this clip right here. That's, oh, wrong one. That's not it. And that's not it. And why am I having this problem here? And let's go back to Biscuit. Bow. I don't know if you can watch this. This is a film. It's from 2019. It's called Moody. A school teen frustrated with his school and his family life takes action by kidnapping his teacher, right? And I guess this is an important scene because this is when I guess he goes for it. All right. And yeah, I think I helped this movie. Well, I helped this guy. You might remember him. His name is Scarzizzo or Scarzese. He was an Italian guy who grew up in London, and he was a really good guy, and he translates all Italian mob stuff for me from Sicily and sends them over like articles and tells me what's going on currently in the mafia. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. But he's going to school, going to film school, and he's actually in this scene right here. But here we go. See if you notice something.
Someone didn't know. I know yesterday couldn't have been nice for your mum. She cares about you, you know.
You see it? You missed it. Maybe you'll get it this time.
I saw it. It's good.
You guys, you didn't see it, Biscuit.
No, I didn't.
He's wearing my shirt.
Oh shit!
Because I think he actually was playing. I'm not the way he did the whole hand thing. I think he was playing a foreigner in London, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is this guy is he supposed to be an Italian?
Actually, he is Italian. I think.
Yeah.
I think he might be half English, but he is Italian, and he speaks fluent Italian. I've talked to him offline plenty of times, and he's getting involved in the film. And he actually wore my shirt for the scene, or he filmed this and didn't know if it'd make the cut. But it's kind of cool because obviously this kid's looking to do something in the laundromat, and that kind of is a little tension grabber. So Scarzizzo, who's changed his name, I can't say his fucking name. I'm sorry. He's a great guy, and that was really cool of him to do that. I don't know if this is the project that I funded, but if I did, that's great. Thank you for sending that to me. That was fucking awesome. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. I'm gonna call it a day. This has been a fantastic show. I hope you enjoyed it. I got everything out that I wanted to say. I hope we put a different perspective on this ridiculous situation and shine a light on, when people talk in fucking platitudes or they sound like a Saturday afternoon special by throwing this fucking rape culture shit at you, you know that it's probably bullshit.
Almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist, fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me, head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree.
That motherfucker, Baba Booey, he wrote, I'm sure Laurel be amazed. You jerk off.
Waffle call, folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read the Migos to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe, here's a headline.
Fault?
we have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
There you go.